Hey guys, and welcome to my first episode of the new Civilization 5 Let's Play I'm going to be doing. In sort of celebration of Brave New World coming out, I'm going to be sort of reasserting my love of Civ 5. Because I've got 300 hours in this game on Steam, and I've owned it near enough since release, so it's a fair spread of time, but when I get in this game, I'll get in this game, so you guys can enjoy that. But yeah, obviously at the time of recording this, Brave New World has only just come out. So I'm basically going into this blind. I barely know anything about what was introduced in the expansion pack. I know the sort of vague bones of it, like there's trade, it's about culture, there's sort of the World Congress stuff, there's some new civilizations. And yeah, I'm basically going to be going through this blind for the first time with you guys coming in tow. So yeah, let's get started, I guess. It's my intention to play as a new civilization. Got to figure out which ones are new, but yeah. Assyria is new, but I don't think that's very much my kind of city-state thing. It's sort of military one. That actually sounds pretty up my street, because I do tend to do pretty well with social policies and sort of research. Venice, I'm not touching with a barge pole yet. Not yet. Indonesia sounds interesting, but it's not really my my scene either. Portugal sounds pretty fun for trade and things, but I don't think that's going to be super up my street. Brazil's pretty cool. I think once I get the hang of the tourism mechanic, I might play as Brazil, because that seems pretty solid for me personally. Yeah, that's not really my style. The just showing there. Shaka's a very military one, not really on my street either. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with. Where was he hiding away? Casimir the Third. Gonna place Poland. That's my plan there. And I'm gonna play an Earth map because why not? I don't really want to fuck about with city states. As much as you make them, as much as you may complain that that's some sort of weird perversion of like how Civ 5 works, I tend to prefer having the space time to deal with city states. So I'm going to leave them out of the picture. As much as I'm sure they have an important thing with trade and everything. I'm going to play on Warlord because I'm complete scum. And game pace, let's go with an epic game. I wanna treat you guys nicely. Yeah, I've got policy saving up for the sake of choosing to defer social policies until later. So it's basically a case of like, with my research, I often get to a point where like I get further than I need to be with culture, and sort of ahead of where I am with research. That kind of pisses me off, so I tend to have that on. And I tend to have no barbarians because I'm lazy. That saves me burn early military. But yeah, the Twitch chat that I currently have here, Captain Juggy 7 with Cheese, they both pretty much agree with me on city states. I don't get them much either. The only time I'm ever particularly fussed about having them is which civilization has the conquering? Which civilization like can just take city states? I've forgotten off the top of my head. Oh, it's Austria. That's it.
You ascended to the throne during a time of great turmoil, with the nation's economy in shambles and its people demoralized by the wars of your predecessor. And yet your reign marked the beginning of a new era, with affluence and security afforded only by way of your careful governance. Among your most notable achievements, the code of laws you established gave legal authority to many of the accepted customs of the time, strengthening the nation. Honored King Casimir, the people have long admired the steady hand of governance you wield. Can you return your kingdom and its subjects
Real pro shit.
an age of prosperity? Will you conquer all those who oppose you, or strive for peaceful relations? Can you build the civilization civilization that will stand the test of
You,
time.
you guys need to read that. We'll be okay. There it is. That's back. You're alright. Yeah, I've got people here telling me they pretty much only play world domination. That's not my scene at all. I'm always like a science or culture person. It's a very rare circumstance in which I actually play world domination. I think I've basically done it like once or twice. Because it's just not my scene. Like, if I was going to do world domination, I'd do it through technology. But yeah, let's begin the journey. And obviously, I'd like to hear from you guys in the comments, you guys on YouTube. Sort of like, yeah, kind of like how you play Civ, and sort of where you stand on it. This isn't me like trying to garner up just bullshit comments. I'm kind of interested in other people's ways of playing the game. Let's look at the tech tree, because I gather it hasn't changed too much in the early game. Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna go for right and straight away. That's my general way of playing. My general way of play is like go straight for the science, get that set up, and then you can keep pushing it further and further as you go. Now that I've established Warsaw by the Sea. Yeah, we're gonna be having lots of these fun processing turns bits, aren't we? Ah, oh, that's nice. We just got an increase in population straight off the bat. Always handy. In regards to what difficulty I'm on Warlord, which is like the higher, easy difficulty. I'm not quite a Prince, which is difficulty 4, I think. I'm on Warlord, which is difficulty 3. Because I'm not going to screw with, like, players getting blind on, like, Prince difficulty, which is not a difficulty I'm particularly comfortable on yet. Because 300 hours in a game do not make you good at the game. Not by a long shot. Yeah, let's keep zipping about the turns. I'm basically going to send my warriors off to see what they can find. Portugal! Sheesh. Vishnu? Yeah, I actually don't know really the first Portugal off the top of my head. There's quite a lot of these like leaders that I don't know. I almost said heroes. God, I've been playing too much Dota 2. Yeah. There's a lot of these leaders that because I'm a pretty big history buff. It's why games like Civilization and like Paradox strategy games appeal to me so much. Pretty big on my history, you know. It's a reason why I'm like heavily studying history at university. But, you know, it's always nice to see all these leaders you don't know necessarily. Oh yeah. Yeah, 7. Genghis Khan, greatest Dota 2 hero, yeah. Yeah, I think I might be in America. I have a feeling I'm either in South America, down in like Uruguay, Argentina, or actually no, I'm pretty sure, yeah. I was going to say I might be in like Florida area, but no, considering the geography. But I'm actually pretty comfortable with being on South America. Because it looks like I'm basically going to be having me in Portugal here, for sort of the early game. I'm not going to say I'm not going to steamroll Portugal or anything, but it would be nice to have one person here, but not too many. Because that's kind of the situation you get into with being on like sort of Europe, Africa, Asia. You're going to have to deal with all the other people that are around there. Which is not an easy situation to be in particularly. That's my stance on that one. Quiet.
Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth it?
What makest thou? I think that's a different quote. I can't remember off the top of my head. It has been like a little bit since I've played Civ 5 again. So off the top of my head, I don't remember the quotes of the quotes. But nonetheless, I mean, I gather the game's changes for research and things come a lot more later in the game. It's a lot more rejigged for like trade from like Renaissance on, like trade and industrialization and tourism and things. Yeah, basically just speedrunning through these turns. These are not the turns that I'm going to be doing much, let's be honest. Sweet. I just got Salem. Right off the bat. That's pretty handy, actually, because I kind of ignored the fact that I had Wales there. Not the country, the resource. As a Brit, obviously, you have to be like... As a Brit, you got to be like, oh, Wales, the country. Oh, yeah. Who am I going to go for? I'm thinking I'm going to go for Liberty, because I normally take that route, if not for the free workers, then for the free settler. One free settler. Yep, basically just sitting on my hands currently. Just kind of waiting for things to happen. Apparently there's some ruins nearby. Sweet, free culture. Has this changed at all? Cool. No, I don't think this has changed. That's nice. Well, I'm going to do that, because I always find it useful to get production up as fast as you can. It's always pretty useful. Sorry about the noise there, that was me kind of readjusting my mic to make sure I was well mic'd. Yeah, 5 turns to write him. 12 turns on 12 turns on a worker, 17 turns on growth. One person's got religion. Okay then. It's pretty cool, I guess. Sure. Yeah, you take that. Oh, I'm sure I'll eventually set up a trade route, but not yet. I'm gonna have to figure out what the units are for that shit before I get to doing anything with it. Woodboat's way out my league currently. Yes, Miss Lady of Portugal. Let's be friends. Let's be buddies. Let's be best pals. Yeah. No, you're not 7. 7 was asking everyone, including me, sort of who plays in grid view and who plays normally. Grid view is pretty damn useful for being able to sort of discern what's going on, especially later in the game when everything gets pretty like graphically hectic. But I kind of enjoy looking at the game as it is. It's now I have a laptop capable of running the game a bit better. And with it being a lot less like hectic at the minute, I kind of can deal with the situation. Plus, yeah, this is a lot better for recording. It's a lot more interesting. I mean, there is obviously the issue of this being the game that it is, but you know, it is pretty. So when I'm talking utter bullshit or not speaking very much, you know, you can enjoy the pretty sights. You can enjoy some whales splashing about, or some fox. Oh, look at who Fox is! Oh, silly old foxes. They're so silly. What you'd want fox furs, I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head, but I guess they make nice coats. I don't know. I don't know much about foxes in terms of like hunting them. Then again, I don't really know much about foxes like biologically either, so I can't really. I just generally don't know much about foxes. Fox Antonio's surname is Fox though, so I guess on some level I know about things to do with foxes on some really weird adjacent level. It's about as much as you're gonna get out of me on that one. Captain Miswag in the Twitch chat has just told me that he doesn't really understand what's going on. So I'm gonna branch out to him and I'm gonna ask him, kind of what are you finding difficult to discern about what's going on here? Because yeah, I mean I've got 300 hours in this game. I understand a lot of the basic like mechanics, so my knowledge is fairly solid. I mean, as Seven with Cheese is saying, you can have the game hold your hand. Like you can get into it. Like the game will open itself up in its complicated way. Like it's not like Crusader Kings 2 or anything, which isn't even that intense and complicated. But yeah, you know, to appearances, I guess the game could look a bit more hectic and complicated. Looks like I'm going to be able to set my second city up about somewhere around here. I'll do it here, fuck it. Gives me a good opportunity to get to the deer, as well as possibly the sheep. Not necessarily the bananas, but I'll live with that. Sometimes you just have to live with how you can't get the bananas. But yeah, to be fair, to anyone either watching this on YouTube or in the Twitch chat that doesn't own this game, on either end, yeah, I'd definitely recommend getting this, especially because, like, it's going to be on sale, real cheap on sale. So go for it. Quite simply, you'll get the time out. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If you pay like what, £5, how much that is in dollars, like $7 or whatever. If it goes to like 75% off the gold edition, which isn't ridiculous, I thought it's well worth jumping into. You won't have all this stuff because this is the new expansion pack. There'll still be like, I doubt they'll put this on sale yet. Because 2K are crazy, but they're not that crazy. But like even just the base game and Gods and Kings is well worth the money. You definitely get your time out of it. Yeah, I think currently, as I'm speaking of recording this, at like 2:30 in the morning, on the 12th of June, 2013, like gold is on sale, but just in the general sale, as opposed to like it will go on a daily sale. I can like practically guarantee it will go on a daily sale.
In a hectorine, with a spear 11 cubits long in his hand, the bronze point gleamed in front of him and was fastened to the shaft of the spear by a ring of gold.
Shaft. Also, this game's like narration and things is really cool in my opinion, because I'm just But like, yeah, I'm probably gonna shut up whenever I finish research and he reads a quote. I'm gonna let him read it because some of the quotes are lovely. He says so nice. It sounds so nice when he says them. I've been asked in the Twitch chat to explain what's different in the expansion pack. Using what I've kind of got currently in front of me, there's a trade route thing where you set trade routes with cities, which I was aware of. You have to like be aware of those. Some kind of like influence thing with regards to see, the culture overview allows you to track and manage your culture and tourism. You can move your great works from building to building, as well as track your level of tourism versus other players. So you can sort of like push your tourism and things. Portugal's way ahead of me there, apparently. But yeah. And there's also sort of, it looks like there's some sort of ideology thing as well when you push past the social policies. It's that goes. Yeah, just gotta keep plugging away at the game. Keep going further and further. Keep on going.
Thou shalt not muzzle the ox when he treadeth out the corn.
Treadeth out the corn. Mm-hmm. I can build a trade unit now. Construct a caravan, the earliest trade unit available. Once built, you can establish a trade route with a city in another civilization that will generate gold. So what I'm going to consider doing, for the sake of experiencing what this game has to offer, I am going to build a caravan as soon as I can. I'm going to set up to go after this with Gran Wisdom. And I'm going to send it off to Lisbon, obviously the capital of Portugal, if anyone knows anything about geography. You know, I'm gonna see how this trade works. Just off the base of my head, just begin to get a feel for things. So it's basically what a lot of this episode and a lot of this whole run through will be. Is just getting my head around things and starting to learn what's going on. Also, a special treat for Fox Antonia in the chat. She can look at these little foxes doing the dances and shit and being all cool. Because look at the fox ears. Oh. There we go. Back to normal, progressive society. I'm gonna get them working on a library in Krakow. It's not gonna be too useful yet, but I want to at least just have that science set up. Go in for it. Alright, well, time to get another worker, it seems. You know, we've got a little jump ahead there. And the Portuguese have trapped my warrior. So, kind of stuck on that one. I'll wait and see when my warrior can move. Sneaky little music. Oh, ain't that something? I'm apparently losing gold currently. I'm gonna lose money over time. Back to the cities. Yeah. I've got a caravan coming in 6 turns, so it should be able to sort my money woes out pretty efficiently. Plus, I can start building roads in 2 turns, or 1 turn now. My caravan in 5, and I can start shipping my caravans around more efficiently as well.
Wisdom and virtue.
Oh, sweet, Krakow's grown. So now they're getting to be a decent size, it seems. So that's quite useful. And I only just said like 10 to 15 minutes ago that I wasn't going to skip over the quotes, and I just like completely jumped over that one. So yeah, that one was going well. What to push for research? I'm probably going to push to go for education. Just over time, I think. I'm just going to let my research just kind of go with the flow there. And yeah, a caravan as in a trade caravan, not as in the little things you go on holiday in. What to get? I'm thinking either the science one, because obviously my civilization benefits a lot from trade and things. I said trade, it benefits lots from sort of researching and pushing for new social policies, or production, just because that's always useful. I think I'm going to push for science there, because that will remain okay. And as much as Fox Antonia is saying sort of she doesn't see herself just, oh shit, I've got venison in my game. As much as Fox Antonia is saying in the Twitch chat, the sort of that she's tried to get into this game and she could see herself enjoying it, but it's never been her thing. It's definitely worth picking up the gold edition for the ridiculously cheap price it can get to. It's just anyone, not just Fox Antonia. It's worth getting the gold edition because you can get it dirt cheap while it's on sale, and you can, like, even if you play one game, even with it being a slow burn game, you basically covered the cost that you paid for it. So you very much get value for money out of the process. Like, no real doubts on that one. It's quite a simple situation in that it really takes advantage of the fact that it's like so cheap. It's entirely possible I don't necessarily understand how trade works yet. So I'm kind of going to leave my caravan there, but I have it. I have the caravan. So, you know, that's something. No, as like to go with the Twitch chat again here, like as people are saying, rightly, this is not like a. This is very far from being sort of a paradox grand strategy-esque game. This is a lot more simple and straightforward, and it's a lot more grand. And well, I'd say it's a lot more grand. It's a lot more simple, but a lot more like, woo, and showy. Because those games are very much predicated on sort of the historical reality of the situation. Whereas this game is like, yeah, let's play as Poland from like 4000 BC and let's just see where we can get them. See where it goes. We can win. Because you can win at Civ 5. You can't necessarily win at like CK2 or Victoria 2 or Hearts of Iron. You can make Civ games play faster as well. They can be a great deal faster than other games. Like you can play quick, or you can start later in the game, so you can skip over parts of the game. Like I tend to like playing the full game because it's always practical to me personally to try and get as far ahead as you can from the start. But I mean, this is on Epic, starting from the very start of the game. So this is the second slowest speed. I'm not playing on Marathon because that'd make a ridiculous set of episodes. But this is still on Epic, and it's still me like pretty long as a game. It's going to take a while to get things done in the grand scheme of things. How fast could you actually win? It depends on how you want to go about winning. Feasibly, you could probably push for a military victory from the start of the game. But, like, if you're going for a cultural victory, you're going to have to play that out. If you're waiting for a science victory, you've got to get to, like, pretty much the end game to be able to do that. If you want to get sort of a diplomatic, like, win, I imagine they've changed it a bit in Brave New World, because I understand they've got, like, New World Congress stuff, but you probably still have to get pretty far in the game, nonetheless. Yeah, I think, my trade caravan is serving to give me 3 food, I think, a turn. Yeah, I'm getting 3 food given 2 Krakow, I think. So that's pretty cool. To me, at least, I would think. That's definitely what I want to go for, the Krakow-Lisbon route. Because not only does that get me gold, also gives Lisbon gold, and I think technically I'm giving Lisbon research points, but I'll just roll with that. I don't mind too much. I can deal with having to sacrifice that, so I can get some gold back. Just for the sake of setting up faith, I will just keep a reminder here to save for great profit, because that means I don't have to screw with it later. Keeps me around to deal with the situation later on. Well, you see, Fox Antonio, the problem with that is Victoria 2 doesn't really have a situation in which you can get a military victory. That's not really how Victoria 2 works. Victoria 2 is not a very militarized game. If you play as America, yeah, you can have a fair bit of fighting because they have the Civil War, but a lot of the game is just doing the best you can with your country. This game is a lot more, you can build an army and go fuck people up. You have fun with that. And Crusader Kings 2 is a bit better for like making an army and going and taking land off people and beating people up. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till I've got the Great Library made. Actually, I might like postpone that ever so slightly, so I can get the next bit of research done. I will put a caravan in the cycle, go back, float that up for a second, give philosophy a time to finish researching. Kablam! Get the Great Library done swiftly to follow on philosophy being researched, and I will also get free social policy not long before I get a follow-up. So I can finish the next social policy. I can finish doing liberty as a whole social policy pretty quick. So that should be pretty smooth. I am gonna swoop in to do ironworking or swordsman, I think. No, I'll do drama and poetry actually.
What is drama
But life with the Dolbus Cloud. I can build a writers guild, which allows me to generate great writers by assigning specialists to it. A great writer is a new type of great person that allows you to create great works of writing, essentially for creating tourism and win the culture victory. Fair enough then. I will probably work with that at some point near soon. Yeah. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna start a golden age. Let's party like it's 1999 BC. But yeah, oh sweet, I get my great person now. Yeah, great scientist straight off the bat. Let's kick it. Bum 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 bum. Because that's what happens when you get a great scientist. You do some of that banging beats and shit. Oh, some people are going into the classical era, a little bit behind me, but... And I am going to bang an academy right here. Because why not? I like having that extra science, what can I say? And next turn. With regards to both what I'm playing currently and the sort of Windows 7 and 8 argument in the Twitch chat right now, I'd love to get Windows 8 with a touchscreen device just to play Civ 5 touchscreen and feel like a badass. That's my stance on that one. But yeah, now that I've got 100 turns and we're in 1475 BC, we made a fair bit of progress from 4000 BC at the start. Yeah, I'm gonna call this episode to a close, and I will see you guys next time in the wonderful adventures of the Polish Empire, and seeing us dominate the world and however I see fit, and exploring the new features in Brave New World. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.